I've always wondered why folks are willing to spend their money to help other countries rather than their own. Like, let's keep the money right here and help out our country, right? And I still do feel that way, but for some time now, I've recognized that for a small chunk of money, I can do a heck of a lot more for an entire community that in America, that same money would only help maybe one person. Hear me out, because I have these fans living in an orphanage over in Uganda that pray for me daily. Like, they're my biggest fans, you guys. They're always writing me words of encouragement and sending me messages of incredible, beautiful prayers. And they never ask me for anything either. Never have requested that I send them any help. They just simply show me love nonstop without ever seeking a reward for their kindness. And I know their situation. They're not trying to share it with everybody, but I'm still aware of what's going on over there. Like on March 13th, one of the orphans died from ulcers due to a lack of nutrition. How do I know this? Well, a while back, I made a website for them. It's something I learned how to do by making the Ragged Cross website. It kind of fell into my lap as being real easy for me, so I might as well, help them out. I built them a site, and I got a domain name for them, a .org, and it's been up and running for about 2 years now. Most of you don't even know about it because it's not something I really brag about or talk about. I'm not trying to do it for recognition, but the reason I am coming forward about it this time is because I've had a solution mission come to me that I just can't do by myself this time. I'm gonna need some help. So here's what it is. Here's what's come out of that. The website has helped them a bit. Patrick, my contact over there, is getting them mattresses and shoes and clothes. And some of the older kids are getting an education and graduating. But they do struggle at obtaining a consistent food supply. Every now and then I'm hitting to Patrick about some kind of solutions that could solve their starvation problem. Like I'm brainstorming ideas. And they're always kind of pointing toward, you guys gotta get a garden and grow vegetables. That's how you're gonna feed your starving orphanage, brother. Come on. Keep in mind, these guys have never asked me for any money. Seriously, they've never asked me for anything. I just always have light bulbs going off because I feel led to do something simple, things that a guy like me can do. I know right about where their orphanage is located, so I used Google Earth to find some nearby woods over in Mityana, Uganda in Africa. And I circled the spot and I showed it to Patrick, who, by the way, is just the coolest person on the planet. His testimony is intense. His parents died when he was young, and he had to fight really hard to survive. And he pushed really hard later when he got older to get a job so he could start an orphanage, since he knows how difficult orphan life is. He wanted to make a change based on his testimony, because that's what we all do, right? We all get motivated towards justice based on our own story. Anyway, he's laughing about my ideas because he knows they're good, but the woods I located is on a property of a milling company, and it's just not gonna be good for them to get caught building a garden out there, unfortunately. So then I'm just going, Patrick, what can you do? You gotta start growing your own crops. I can't see any other way that you guys are going to continue to feed your enormous family without farming. So it turns out there's some property for sale nearby. And at my request, he did the math converting the money to US dollars, and it turns out that the land is only 5,000 US dollars. This is where I was saying I kind of dislike when people use their money to go help other countries when they should really be helping their own. But seriously, guys, for $5,000, what could we do better in this world with such funds? I could buy somebody a car, I guess. You guys know how I love helping out the homeless, so I could get one homeless person a vehicle to help them live in, or maybe feed a bunch of homeless people right here. But I just feel like this is more valuable and will last generation after generation. Me and whoever else is down, we could go over there, buy this property, get some seeds to plant tomatoes and peppers or potato roots, basic, easy to grow stuff. And this legacy will become their way of life for many generations of years to come. And their kids are so wonderful and beautiful, and I know they would want to learn how to garden. They're always looking for stuff to do. So this is a perfect project for them. So that's the mission, folks. I'm seeking any investors who not only have the funds to help acquire this property, but would also want to fly over there with me to sign the deed for the property themselves and hand it to these guys directly. And then we'll start gardening together. We'll get them all squared away, and then we'll head back to America grinning ear to ear on how beautiful life is when we can do something this epic. So who wants to do that? Anybody that's listening? You well off enough that you can afford this? We'll go buy this land for that orphanage, teach them how to grow crops on it. They already have chickens for eggs over there, so all the bare necessities are there in order to thrive. The heroes fit for this can join up in unlimited fashion. We're talking, I need prayer warriors, donations, anyone who's willing to travel there with me. because that's where the fun's at. Not just donating, but building it with our bare hands, teaching others how to garden, the entire experience that comes out of this. I'm open-minded to anyone's ideas, and I'm not even gonna fully collect any of y'all's money for this project until we've got it all squared away. But people can pledge what they are willing to donate so we can get a heads up on the count on what we'll be working with. Listen, I'm all about openly communicating every part of this process. Who's donating what funds, who's interested in going, and who already has knowledge of doing something like this and can shed some light on their experience. I mean, we're gonna approach this with complete transparency pertaining to what we will actually be doing and the pledge funds that will be coming in for us to work with. Then, when we notice we're ready to do it, we'll pick the dates, and that's when we'll have the collection plate officially go out. Because I'm not gonna green light this mission until I know we have everything we need, including the folks that wanna go over there and do this with me. But hey, if you come forward pledging that you're gonna donate an amount, when the time comes, I'm just asking that you stay committed to honoring that, because we're gonna be factoring that pledged money as real money, showing, of course, with transparency what we're gonna be doing with it. Just know that we should plan for this happening as quickly as possible, because the need for a garden over there right now is actually urgent. So what should we call this? Maybe like Project Gardening Uganda? That's also up for suggestions, because look, this is a team project for the community. For folks who have been following me for a long time, like 3 years I've been doing stuff like this, and anyone new who loves this idea too. So please reach out to me if you want to partner up on this. There's lots of ways to message me your ideas and your contributional pledges that you're willing to donate when we green light this. Hey, I'll keep posting progress of the expeditions as the pieces come together, but right now it starts with folks reaching out in the comments or direct message if you prefer that. But yeah, spending time necessary to come together and see this project launch, where orphans learn to garden and carry forward that generation after generation, all starting with $5,000 piece of property in Mityana, Uganda. I'm looking forward to doing this with you guys, seriously. Let's do this, yeah.